guys, I am sort of back, I think. So I've been missing you guys so much. It's crazy, and I'm super emotional because I'm off my hormones. It's gonna take a little while until I get used to this, but we'll see. But I've been missing you guys so much, and it's been happening so much, and I want to get back into vlogging. And I'm going to. There is a few things happening now that I feel that is really vlog worthy. So I thought I would start off a couple of days beforehand and then get to it, because I am going to Gran Canaria with Christopher. We're gonna be away for about a week. So I thought I would vlog that. I would film some clips and maybe do compilations like I did with the videos when I was in Italy, where I do a voiceover over some clips, stuff like that. It might make it easier. Christopher parents is super chatty, so it's very hard to record something because they don't want to be in the video, but they're talking all the time. That's just how they are. You can tell them, hey, I'm gonna do a recording now, and 2 seconds after you start the camera they start talking because they have forgotten that you said that you are going to do a recording. So I think I'm going to try to do the way I did when I visited Orietta. But yeah, I want to go back into vlogging. I've been missing you guys so much, and it's been, life has been totally crazy and still is totally crazy, but I want to fit this in somehow. There's been a few reasons why I haven't vlogged. One being that with me working full-time, I have a slight window of like an hour in the morning and 3 hours in the evening where I actually can talk to you and do the recordings, because when I'm at work I can't be vlogging. They don't know about this. They might know. I'm open, but I don't really discuss it because I think vlogging is still seen as something strange. But also, like when I'm working, I'm supposed to be working, and I try to do that every day. And I'm actually going to start working in a little while. I am home today, not because I'm sick, even though my migraine's back. I'm home because I have a FedEx order that is coming in from my favorite things. I have so much to tell you. There is so much that I want to tell you, so I think this video is going to be a little bit of an bringing you up to speed, what is happening in my life kind of thing. I will hopefully be able to shoot some kind of September-October craft update to be posted this weekend, but we'll see. I have not been able to sit down and do it, and I don't know why, but I haven't. And it's gone 2 months and a lot have happened, but I have a few craft objects that I want to show you, but I do that in a couple of days, and today I'm mainly just do a update video on how I'm feeling and stuff. So good morning guys, I hope you have an awesome day, and I've been missing you. With all of those introductory things all over, let's get into what have been happening the past 3 months, and it's a lot. So take a cup of coffee and sit down and we'll try to get through this. If you have any questions, because this might be feeling rushed, and I know myself, so I might be starting conversations that I won't be ending, because sometimes I lose like the train of thought and yeah, disappears. But anyhow, let's start. What have been happening? Well, I've been working. In August the 7th, I started my new job and I love it. Just completely love it. I love the people there. I love the company. I love the way they work. I love the ideas. I love how they think about things. And this is about ad revenue. It's so strange for me because I always wanted to work in a cool business. I've been wanting to work as a game developer for my whole life. I'm still not wanting to do it, but I'm not sure that the developing part of games is the dream I have anymore. I think I would want to do something artistic. Maybe be a designer of some sort, game designer maybe, but I don't know. But well, I digress. The idea is that I always wanted to work in something sexy. I actually had a boss that called it sexy, and I can't forget it, but it's not sexy. It's more fun and enjoyment. And when you think about analyzing ad revenue idea, it doesn't sound fun, but it actually is. I actually enjoy it immensely. I enjoy the issues, I enjoy developing things, I enjoy the company of the people, working together. I'm just having a lot of fun. But I can tell you, I have about 4 hours a day free time. 1 hour in the morning, 3 hours in the evening. That's it. The rest of the time goes to working or sleeping. And that doesn't leave that much time to do creative content or doing vlogging, because there isn't that much to show really. But I started these 3 months taking it very, very slowly and very, very careful, not wanting to push myself too hard so that I didn't have the energy to go back to work. During these 3 months, I also have been struggling with my migraines. I had a Botox treatment in, I think, mid to late August, and it didn't work. Now, my doctor has set me on a Botox treatment tomorrow. It is in the shortest, when you look at Botox treatment, there is like a window you're allowed to have it, and it's about 3 months, but you could push it forward a little bit, and she has done that with me because I'm going on the trip, and she wanted me to have my Botox treatment before I leave, and that means I'm doing it tomorrow. But it didn't work at all, the treatment. So I've been really, really struggling with migraines for these past months, and that also have left me very tired because I really have been fighting it. I really have been going to work even though my migraine didn't really want me to, and stuff like that. So it's been in that way, it's been kind of a rough time, but I have been getting stuff done. I'm not going to show you today, but I finished my blue dragon. I shared it on like Facebook and Instagram and all of the cross-stitch groups that I'm on. And I'm hoping to be able to get it into some kind of stitching related update this weekend, but we'll see. We're leaving on Monday, so we'll see if I have time. I have 1,000 other things I need to get done before that. So that is a few things that I've been doing. I have gone back into card making. I kind of sat down and started thinking about what I really want to do with my life, because it's the thing that I really hate is when you get all of the, I don't know, when I get sedentary, when I'm not pushing towards something, may it be like being creative or being productive overall. Just going to work, coming home and repeat doesn't work for me. I get depressed. So I need to have that extra thing doing. And I sat down and I tried to figure out what I wanted. And it wasn't that easy because I have so many hobbies. And I want to try out a lot of things, and I need to figure out if I like to do stuff and how I would do them and why and how and all of those things. And it's not easy figuring out what your dreams are when your hobbies are so many. I had a period of time when I really wanted to do podcasts. I still do, but I do not have the time, and I'm not organized enough. So that will have to wait until I'm kind of economically independent and can do this for a lifetime, or for instead of working. So yeah, something like that. No, but for a while I didn't know if I wanted to continue doing card making, and then I paused it and I realized I do want to make card making. I love making my tutorial videos. I just have to think about how I make the videos and why I make the videos and what they're for. So there's a lot of those things that I've been kind of handling, figuring out if dyeing fabrics is something I can do or want to. Part of me wants to, and I have this whole much fabric, so I'm going to continue doing it, but I have to figure out how to do it on a time scale. I wanted to do some patterns, and I have a pattern that I am in the midst of releasing. It's probably going to take a couple of more weeks because I need to figure out how to do a nice layout of the pattern, because that is all I have left right now, is to take the pattern that I have, because I have actually put it into the computer. I have digitalized the pattern. I have all the materials to make kits here. I just need to make the pattern look good and find out how to print it and all of those things. I was thinking about making it digitally, but we'll see. I might just start by releasing a couple of kits. There is a few reasons why making the pattern digitally is something I'm just thinking about. One of them is that if I make it digitally, I'm going to need to start register my taxes monthly. So that is not something I'm looking forward to. Right now I'm doing it yearly. So basically I have a couple of days when I do all my taxes and then it's done. But then I need to actually pay my taxes monthly. And I'm not sure that I want to do that yet. And to do that, I actually have a whole bunch of work, tax-wise, that I need to do before I do, or like bookkeeping-wise. And I think it's about 3 days worth of job. So that's one of the reasons why doing digitally is not sure that I can do that right now. Another reason is that there are so many people who are sharing the digital patterns, and that is making me very, very sad. And I don't know if I have the energy to put something out there digitally and then just get it ripped away. It's hurting me. It's so sad when I see designers. There are so many designers that just don't want to design anymore because of people sharing digital patterns. So that is one part. If I do it in a kit, yes, you're allowed to give your pattern on and on and on, but then it's physical and you have to mail it and you have to do it's a whole different, it's harder to share a physical pattern than a digital pen. But yeah, so I have that going on. I have my card making that I'm slowly getting back into making videos and stuff. I have the dyeing. I'm going to dye some fabric or some yarn, some knitting yarn, because I've been knitting like crazy. So I actually had a little bit of a bigger order of yarn that is coming in probably after I come back from my vacation. And that is going to be dyed, and then we'll see what happens, if that will be something I will continue doing or if it's just kind of a one-off or two-off thing. We'll see. So I think that my dreams are going to be creative and that I have to work towards them, and yeah, that is what's going on there. I missed so many things right now, but I can't really figure them out and I need to start working. So I'll get back to you when I figure out more things. Yeah. But again, I just want to say I've been missing you guys so much and I'm so happy to be back. Guys, FedEx been here. I told you I'm home today because of FedEx. FedEx was actually here pretty early. It's only like 9:50 now. I've been trying to make this clip and ended up just jittering. But anyhow, I thought I'd show you what I've gotten and then kind of go through what I've been shopping. I've actually been shopping. It's a little bit of a bigger order because I just totally fell in love with their release this month. It happened last month too. I was really happy about the release last month and got a bunch of stuff then. And I'm hoping to be able to get all the time in to play with them. I actually did play a bunch with the last release. I just haven't photographed and edited and put up on the internet, which I really should. But yeah, let's get going. So, these are all of my hybrid inks. I only got 4 of them. They come in the pack of 4. I like them because they're smaller. You can get them in the big packs, but I like them because they're smaller. They take up less space and I can afford to have more colors. So today I got 4. I got a muted collection that they released. It was the Hot Fudge, which is this, which is kind of a grayish brown. I got this, which is Night Shift Blue, which is actually a darker blue. You see, this is a lighter blue and this is darker blue. In this was another red, so now I have 3 reds, but it's called Paver Red. Again, it's towards the darker spectrum. And the last color I got was this green one, which is the Timber Green, which I kind of looking forward to play with because it's more like trees and stuff. But yeah, that's this is my whole set of them, and I'm hoping to collect a whole bunch of them. I like inks. I already have other sets of inks, but they all have different effects. And hybrid inks, what I really love with my favorite hybrid inks is that if you heat set them, they will work with the Copics. Not always need to heat set them. You can stamp and wait a little while and let them dry, and then they will work. I don't know if all of them work. I've only tried the black ones, which is called Black Licorice, which I have also in big one, and the Steel Grey, which I also have in big one. But now I have more colors that I can play with, and I'm really looking forward to trying them out with my Copics also. The next thing I have bought is some cardstock. I really love the quality of the My Favorite Things cardstock, and about a year ago I got the full set. They have like 2 or 3 packs, so you can get all the colors. And I did get all the colors because I was thinking, yeah, but then I can kind of play around with them and figure out which colors I want. And I wasn't that good at that. I'd started using the colors, didn't remember which was which and stuff. But I knew that I needed a little bit of a lighter brown. I have a chocolate brown from Simon Says Stamp, but that is a little bit darker than this one. And then I wanted a craft that actually had like craft details in it. I have the Nina Desert Sand, but that is much lighter in the craft. So I really like that. And also that matches 2 of my hybrid inks. So that's kind of cool. Then I got a bunch of stamps and a bunch of dies. So the first thing was this kind of set. You buy them individually, but it's sort of, it worked out as a set. So it's a coffee. This is the a coffee date, and you have all these cool coffee stamps, and then you have this, which is the sentiment for coffee, like sorry I've been so bitter, and you've been on my mind. Kind of a cute sentiment set, and that sentiment set will work with any kind of coffee images that I have, and I am a coffee lover, so love those. I got these two dies. These are stacks. You don't, it's not a complete, you use them individually, so I get a whole bunch of different sizes for these, and I have a lot of ideas what I want to do with them. So I'm really happy about these. Happy to start playing and making more cards. I got another sort of a set. Again, you buy them individually, but they were adorable and I wanted both of them, so I bought both of them. It is a, they are called You Make My Heart Melt and You Make My Heart Spin, and both of them are depicting animals on skates. And they're super adorable, and they have super adorable sentiments. So those. Then I got some freebies. So if you buy for over $60, which this easy was, you get a die. And the die usually is, before they had, you get this specific die. So if you ordered 2 orders over 60 that month, you would get that die twice. Nowadays they just have a die over 60. They make sure that you don't have it, and then they give one to you. In there, I don't know how they choose which that you give, but it's usually the more affordable ones. So then I got this one, which is Congratulations, and it fits together with some other stuff they have, but you can actually use it with just a circle die, or just use this and then add something like a character in the middle or something. So yay! And then I got this little mini stamp set, a little stamp that says "Let's cuddle," which I love cuddling. I love cuddling. So yeah, those were the kind of stuff, my little mini haul of what I bought. I want to get back into video making, and I am one of those persons that if I love a stamp company, I want to make videos with their stamps, whether or not I am working with them. So I thought I would kind of stack up on some more supplies from my favorite things. I do starting to have a really good collection of them, but I wanted to add some more to my collection so that I could start making more videos, and maybe, yeah, just making videos, having a lot of fun. So I had a while when I just got my job when I spent a lot of money on craft supplies, but I'm starting to slowly wean it out so that I can put more money away, and have, like, I'm not allowed to buy any more yarn this year. Yarn, I mean like knitting yarn this year, except for the yarn I bought to dye, but I'm supposed to sell that yarn. I'm not supposed to use it myself. Anyhow, that is kind of the gist. I'm trying to reduce my spending, but this is my only order this month for craft supplies, and I needed some stuff for card making for Christmas. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to work now and work over here, and I catch up with you in a bit. Now when I've showed you all of those things, let's talk about hauls and kind of the ideas behind it. So this video is going to be so long today, I'm so sorry, but I have so many things that I want to discuss with you, and kind of changing of opinions and ideas, and I want to have a conversation. If you want to, I would like to have a conversation with you about all of these things, so I'm hoping to be able to get that in the vlogs a little bit more. The start of a conversation between you and me, and yeah, talking about stuff. Anyhow, hauls. So here's the thing. I have gone back and forth on what I feel about hauls for years. When I started crafting, I watched a lot of hauls. And in periods of time, I felt overwhelmed. I felt not worthy because I didn't have the money to buy all these supplies. I felt that whatever I made wasn't good enough because I hadn't the right supplies. And I kind of added those feelings towards the haul videos. And then I started to figuring out how the haul videos introduced me to new brands, new products, new releases. So I kind of went back onto liking them. And I think it doesn't have to do about how much money I have earned or not, because my economical status has gone up and down like crazy since I started working. Periods of time when I barely made ends meet, periods of time when I have money to spend. But I'm always worried that people are going to feel bad, that they feel that they're worth less because they don't have the money to spend. So I think it was like a year ago or so, I stopped doing any kind of hauls on my craft channel. In part of that was that in that time I was upping the frequency of making videos, which meant I spent a lot more money into the craft supplies, and I didn't feel comfortable showing that amount of products. And then I stopped shopping for a while, and then I couldn't do any haul videos anyhow. But I do think I did have this conversation about a year ago on this channel about hauls overall. But the thing is, I do like making the hauls. I do like showing you stuff. And like in this case, when I'm talking about hauls, I'm thinking about actually making proper haul videos, not on this channel, on my craft channel, which means that you wouldn't be affected the same way. It's not like I would do showing hauls every day on my vlog, because I don't shop that much. This month I have 3 packages coming in, and 2 of them is for the store, so they wouldn't be hauled anyhow, because I don't haul the supplies that I use. Really, I think I've done small clips when I showed you when I got some dyes and stuff, but I try not to do too big of a hauls. And I don't know, I want to know, how do you feel about hauls? Is it an aspect of not liking it because you can't afford it, or is it an aspect of just not liking people showing stuff, or is it depending on person, how they kind of present the products? What makes a good or a bad haul video? Do you like haul videos, or you don't? Because I'm very shattered, divided, something like that, in small different pieces, and I'm having a hard time to bind it together, because when I'm not making haul videos I feel sad about it, and the thought of making haul videos, I don't know, it's the moral thing. Is it a moral thing? I'm very confused, and I would really appreciate your input on this. So yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing! I almost forgot to say goodnight. God, that was a very bad ending of the first vlog in the series. But anyhow, I went up and I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. We had a pretty nice evening. I worked some more, and then I made a little bit of a card, or I finished off a card that I had started. So I need to photograph that, and then I have the files and I can edit and stuff. And I did some research because I'm going to make Make It Crafty has gotten back the colouring challenges, so I wanted to try to figure out how to do a specific thing, well, this challenge basically that is going to be for December, because I need to put in the card before the 27th, and I arrive at home back at basically the 27th, so I really need to get the card done before we leave. And I wanted to do some research to kind of figure out how to do the challenge. And when I was doing that, I found this video. I actually paid for the course, like a short YouTube, not YouTube, but a proper tutorial and stuff, which I really wanted to see. And I got, it wasn't about Copics, it was about digital art, and I got so inspired to do some digital art. So while I was waiting for like files to be moved over from one computer to the drives and stuff like that, I started drawing, and I actually really like the composition, and bit by bit I'm learning how to do stuff. It takes time, it takes so much time, but it's so much fun, so I'm hoping to be able to do that a little bit more now, coming up here, but we'll see. It was a fun test, and I'm hoping to be able to continue doing that tomorrow or the next coming days before we leave, so that I actually not restart it, because that's a problem I have. When I start designing something, I can be very working really hard one day, and the next day I just don't get into it, or I have a little bit of an upstart every day, and I think I just need to open a file and just draw a little bit, scribble to kind of warm up, and then go back to that design. I'm gonna hopefully I can do that. So yeah, then we went out eating. We had chicken, and Christopher had pizza, because neither of us are really happy about cooking, and both of us are working full time, and we don't have that much time, and we've been eating a lot of chicken, like just oven grilled chicken, and because it's the only thing that doesn't take energy to do, really, and we weren't really interested in eating it. I had yogurt yesterday because it just wasn't, I don't really have a super much of an appetite at the moment, for a lot of reasons, and I can discuss them tomorrow, or start discussing them tomorrow, but it ends up being that we don't know what to eat. So today we went down to the pizza place, and they do serve chicken and fries, so I had that. That was nice, really nice. But we are going to bed, so I thought I would say good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.